Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Pokémath. Today, we're doing an interview with one of the winners of the most recent Team Challenge for the Summer Edition. So, with me today, I have no other than Edwyn Mesman from the team of Spellenhuis in Haarlem. Welcome, Edwyn.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you for taking the time to be here today. I apologize to anybody out there with some camera issues or what, but at least we should be able to hear Edwin loud and clear and see his lovely Delmice displayed right next to him, right? So Edwin, you won an event. For those who don't know you, you won an event. I've never met a player over the years I've been playing so unlucky when it got to, you make perfect predictions, you make perfect meta calls, it goes perfectly nice, then some abnormal event happens, and then, yeah, I don't know. But you won an event and it's fantastic. So, first off, a big congratulations. It's a major accomplishment, so congratulations.
Yeah, thanks very much. Yeah, it was an amazing event to play, and yeah, we finally won.
Yeah, tell us
Um,
more about how did that actually go down? Let's just back up and start from the beginning. How was the qualifiers? How was that even?
yeah, it was actually pretty hard for me. Um, the for the last team challenge, I qualified for my team first, but this time everyone qualified before me. So first it was Leonard, then Pascal, and then in the third qualifier I lost the heads-up match to Wesley, and
Who?
then it all came down to the fourth qualifier for me, and I was pretty nervous, but eventually I also got into the team, which was nice.
Yeah, well,
Um,
optimistically speaking, it doesn't
yeah,
matter whether you come first or fourth as long as you qualify, right?
yeah, for sure. But
Any
I was
particular
really
reason?
hoping to play with the guys.
Any particular reason you went for Harlem? Because I know you have different choices, of course.
Well, I live here as well. Some of the other guys don't, but um, well, at first, I was talking to Leonard and Pascal, and we wanted to be a team together. So we tried to all qualify for Haarlem, and um, then Wesley all of a sudden showed up and tried to ruin our plans. We didn't know him at first, but after the qualifiers, we got to know him, and yeah, he was such a nice guy. And yeah, the team bonded straight away, and it was just yeah, a nice experience
I think
to meet someone new.
I think that's a major upside of this team challenge. Like you have a lot of people they don't understand. So let's to make it clear, the team dynamic is a very important aspect in order to succeed in this
Yeah,
team challenge, right?
yeah, it's the most important. I think testing like before the matches on which are usually on Saturday or Sunday, and the deck choices already are the most important part of winning a match. It's so working well together. Yeah, it's just the most important part.
Right.
And
It's
yeah,
a lot of
Wesley.
rounds. Yeah.
Yeah, Wesley added something new that we don't have with the three of us. He played single strike Urshifu in the uh, team up to battle style format, and yeah, we didn't have any experience with the deck. And then it went in the 2 weeks of that format. It went like 6-0 in games and uh,
Wow.
12-1 in individual games. So it was just
That's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah. Yeah, it's just yeah, uh, so amazing that someone can add so much yeah to the team.
But I also think when you look at I'm sitting here next to me with the nice lineup for the finals because of course we were a lot of people here who watched the finals and it was very interesting so let me first ask, how do you go about choosing who's going to be captain in each round, because I think that's an important choice.
Well, so you all submit decks before Thursday, and then on Friday afternoon, all the decks are known, and then you just have to see which deck has the worst matchups. And yeah, we don't like. Yeah, so for example, one round we uh, submitted Shadow Rider as one of our lists, and our opponents played three dark decks. So
Wow.
it was an easy choice. Yeah. Um,
So what was the
Shadow
fourth
Rider
choice
by
here? What was the fourth one here then?
in the finals.
Yeah, in the finals.
It was ADP Bronzong box. Um, it was with Ninetales V and Aurora Energies and Bronzong. So you would GX with ADP and then use have a lot of different attackers to for every matchup. So we thought it was good against their Rillaboom Delmise, but it wasn't great versus Urshifu, and it wasn't great versus Dark Books. So we decided not to play it. But yeah, it was just a new deck we came up with in the
Sounds
finals.
sounds really interesting. I'm thinking as fast as I can about like what you put in that kind of deck. Like it sounds like such a cool box deck. Like for lack of better words, it sounds really out of the box. Haha. But yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We for the semifinals and finals. The semifinals were on Saturday,
Mhm.
and we were finished Saturday at like 1 a.m. And then on Sunday morning we had to submit decks for the next day. So we didn't have much time to test at all. So we were just like, okay, let's pick four new decks and play them. And yeah, it worked out.
Yeah, there's no arguing against that it worked out because you won at the end of
Yeah.
the day, right? So now I look across. So then your choices here, I see a Shadow Rider, of course. I see an Ice Rider. There's nothing strange about those choices. Two very strong decks for the given format that is well
Yeah.
known. But maybe I'm too much out of the loop. But I read Rillaboom. Edwin,
Yeah.
Edwin, why?
Well, it started actually with our opponents. I think if I'm not mistaken, our top eight and top four opponents both played the deck. And at first we were like, yeah, why are they doing this? There's bad matchups everywhere. We thought, yeah, we thought it just couldn't win a game even. We didn't understand it. And then we played against it, and then Urshifu lost to it twice, I think, in top 8 and top 4. And we realized, oh, well, it's quite bad, actually. Quite bad of a matchup. And then, yeah, some of our other decks also lost against it. And then we were like, well, maybe it's actually a good deck. And it can also beat Shadow Rider. Uh, and yeah, it doesn't lose too much of anything, actually. We found out later. And
Wow.
then, yeah,
Then suddenly it turns
so
out
we
to be a
were
pretty solid choice. Then, from what I get here, like,
we were in the finals even we weren't even sure if we were gonna play it. We were debating about ADP or Delmise, and we were thinking, well, Delmise doesn't do that well against Luke Metal, but apparently it does. So yeah, it was somewhat lucky, I guess, that we chose it, even though we didn't have any experience with it, just playing against it.
that's also sometimes enough, right? Like I even look at the
Yeah.
opponents list here. They also went for one of Rillaboom, and I'm just assuming that the list, of course, was very similar. Like at least the main strategy of the deck should be the same. And
Mhm.
then they went for Darkness Toolbox, and also they went for Luke Metal, of course, which was
Yeah.
indeed what you said here. So Luke Metal always provides a very interesting matchup here, but apparently the Delmise can still beat Luke Metal is, well, that's interesting.
Yeah, well, so They of course have cross resistance.
Hmm.
They have metal goggles as well, and they will GX attack with Lucario Melmetal most of the games.
Indeed.
So they usually take 90 less, or their Zacians and Samacentas take 90 less damage from grass Pokemon, which gets tough. But um, Path to Peak is really strong. So if you can Marnie them or stamp them too low and Path to Peak together with a few attacks from the Delmoise VMAX, you can make something happen. And also you can Tropical Hour GX for the full effect and shuffle all of their energy back, and that helps a lot too. So, yeah.
Well, that explains a lot, though, because I can imagine that since, well, they do have energy acceleration in the form of course, a limited amount of saucers, and of course the Lucario Melmetal's attack, but yeah, you still need to set it up again. If you lose all energies and you already lose some saucers, then yeah.
Yeah, they usually lose one whole turn if you Tropical Hour, and then, yeah, you gain enough tempo to take over the initiative, and then, yeah.
That's amazing. So speaking a little more about the games in this final match here, is there any particular game where you guys thought, oh, because this one went home, we got it now. Like this is it.
Well, mm, the first game, of course, was amazing. It was, well, we saw the matchups. The first three matchups were Shadow Rider versus Darkbox, which we expected to lose, of course.
Hmm.
Then Ice Rider versus Luke Metal, which we also expected to lose. And then it was Rillaboom Mirror, which we were like, yeah, we were fine to lose. If we went 0-3 in the first three games, we didn't mind that much. And then Leonard won the first game 2-0, and yeah, we were already like over the moon. It was a really nice feeling. It couldn't, yeah. And of course, we lost the second one pretty hard. And then in the mirror, the third one, I won. So we started 2-1. And I mean, of course, a lot of things can happen, but we were in such a good position from then on that, I mean, we had some great matchups left. So we felt really good about it already.
Well, just
But
looking at it, being up 2-1 when you expect and being okay with an 0-3, then, this is already major, really, really big.
yeah. No. I mean, I don't know how they were affected, of course, by the 2-1. We took every game uh, like as one game and didn't try to tilt and didn't try to think our luck was bad or anything. But maybe they were kind of annoyed with the start, and then, you know, it's easy to start playing bad if things go wrong.
I could imagine when they looked at the matchups, they would be like, okay, we're looking at a 3-0 or a 2-1 in our favor, right? Because of the Rillaboom mirror at the end. And then they end up 1-2. And then, of course, well, yeah, tilted. That could be.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, and then yeah, we felt like we played Shadow Rider in like the sixth game, I think, versus their Rillaboom, and we at the start we thought it was like completely free. So we were kind of annoyed that we lost that one 2-0, but yeah, uh, we just came back the next game and finished it. So
Well,
that
I
was
guess, I
nice.
guess Tropical Hour GX is also pretty nasty against Shadow Rider. I'm just guessing here, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and Path to Peak, of course. It
Of course.
was very obvious in the finals that Path to Peak, yeah, is very good against Dark Box and Shadow Rider, most importantly, and also Luke Metal.
Yeah, so now, again, big victory. This is amazing. But yeah, some people may ask, what did you guys actually win? Like, what do you get for winning the team challenge?
Well, mm, Um, well, some of the organization is not amazing. The communication mostly is not great, but our TO told us we were getting 7 booster boxes each, I think.
Ooh, 7 boost. Whoa. And well, then we can all hope it's evolving skies, perhaps, or not, because that set is very sought after.
No, but yeah, we can hope, but I don't think so. But yeah, I think the last winners actually got like 9 booster boxes because of like one typing error or something. It
Wow.
it said like cumulative,
Yeah.
and it wasn't meant to. So
Ooh. Yeah, well,
unfortunately, we didn't have that luck.
or maybe they think like, it went twice to the Netherlands now. Now we have to kind of like, okay, they're gotten enough already, right? So let's tone it down a little, maybe.
But also they showed on stream, I think, what you call it, uh, shit, just a cup, yeah, they showed on stream a cup,
Yeah.
similar to like the Players Cup, Winners Cup, which was, yeah, I would love to get one of those. I think we're each getting one, so
That's amazing.
that's great. Yeah, yeah, or our team really hasn't won any big tournaments IRL, so it feels good to win an online tournament and get so so cool prizes. So yeah,
I think we're all looking back to playing IRL now when you mention it, of course. Like, I can't wait to take the trip down to Harlem again, and then maybe we meet each other again. Who knows? But now
yeah,
let's
that
look.
was actually my only League Cup win against you in the finals.
What was that matchup again? What was that even? I forgot that already.
It was I played yeah, it was what format was it?
I probably played a control deck. Let me just put that one there.
Yeah, it was Sunny Moon until Unbroken Bonds. I played uh, Reshizard with Shining Lugia and I think Arcanine or something.
Oh yeah, to get the
So
energies back. Yeah, so you had
I had like plenty of ways to go through your Hoopa and go through everything, and I had enough energies, and I won. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
it was a very bad matchup for you,
Hey, I was
but
okay. I think I was okay with second place at that point. I think I mentioned something like that. Like, you know what? That's it. This is okay. But yeah, that was not your first. Wait, that was your first League Cup victory?
yeah, and my only.
Well, you're welcome. I don't know how to say with this, but congrats again on that one too. Fantastic.
Yeah,
Nah, maybe there's many more
it's
to come.
always
I'm sure there's many more to come. This team challenge shows me
hopefully.
one thing that all you four guys are guys we all should be afraid of when we go back IRL. So this is Dutch League Cups are scary, I tell you.
Yeah, for sure.
And well, let's look a little forward now because well, while we all want to go back and play IRL, like I think we have to be realistic and say it may take a little while longer than first expected. So they did signal there was going to be another team challenge. So going to see you at Harlem again.
Yeah, of course. I went there 2 times, so I have to go there the third. And yeah, I think all of my teammates are also trying to qualify for the same store again, and hopefully we have scared some people off, maybe. So it would be nice if the 4 of us can compete together again. But like last time, you still have to win a qualifier each, which isn't always easy.
No,
Um,
I like we already kind of covered here maybe a bit that the level of play here in the Netherlands is not it's not something you should take too lightly. It's there's some tough opponents in there if they decide to hey, we're gonna go to Harlem now.
yeah, I qualified for the first one. I won against Max. He played control, and I was playing ADP. Boring, but I won
It
like
was
I had one turn to win, and I like barely pulled it off. So, I mean, one turn away from a completely different team. So, yeah, it's always hard here.
I always say it's gonna be fun to see how this is gonna go. But fingers crossed that you may be able to team up all the four of you again, and then who knows? Maybe
Yeah,
it's gonna be 3-0 for the Netherlands in terms of team challenges, or
who knows?
it would be
Well,
fantastic.
there were some other good teams in the Netherlands actually. So it wouldn't surprise me if some other team won.
Who knows? Let's see how this is gonna go moving forward. Like I'm for one are interested to see how this is gonna go. Well, I'm not gonna come and ruin your day. I'm not gonna try even. I cannot qualify for Dutch stores. I figured I could only qualify for Danish stores. I figured out. Whoops. But well, that's the game. I'm definitely also myself looking forward to it, but even more so, I'm looking forward to going ERL and hopefully see you around again.
Yeah, for sure.
Anybody?
I'll be there every tournament.
I didn't doubt that for a second. So Edwin,
Uh,
we're coming to an end, and again, thank you so much for taking the time. Anybody you wanna a special shout out to someone out there before we end up?
yeah, all of my teammates. It was such a fun time, and yeah, everybody played their part perfectly.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Today I was joined by Edwyn Mesman from the Spellenhuis team in Haarlem, who were the winners of the second team challenge. So, but as we can hear, Edwin, it may be up for a third. Let's see how that team is gonna look in the future. Thanks again, Edwin, for all your time here, and well, see you again sometime in the future.
Yeah. See you.
Bye, everyone. Bye.